Ohio State Reformatory, Mansfield Prison, has garnered a reputation as one of the most haunted prisons in the United States, with numerous tales of strange occurrences attributed to restless spirits of former inmates and guards. The prison's walls bear witness to a history marked by cruelty and suffering, leaving behind a legacy of paranormal disturbances. Designed in 1886 by architect Levi T. Scott, the prison drew inspiration from German castles, aiming to provide a spiritually uplifting environment for inmates. Initially intended to house young males serving their first offenses, the prison welcomed its first 150 inmates in September 1896, though it was not fully completed until 1919. At that time, it boasted the largest self-supporting steel cell block in the world, containing a total of 600 cells stacked 6 stories high. Despite its original mission of reform, Mansfield Prison soon became overcrowded, with cells designed for 1 inmate now accommodating 3. As the demand for prison space grew, hardened criminals were also incarcerated, shifting the focus from rehabilitation to punishment. Brutal forms of punishment, including water hoses, a sweatbox for non-white inmates, electro-torture referred to as the butterfly, and solitary confinement in the hole, characterized life within the prison walls. The harsh conditions, coupled with extreme violence from both inmates and staff, led many prisoners to suffer from insanity, self-harm, or succumb to infectious diseases amid poor sanitation and rat infestations. In 1978, the Council for Human Dignity filed a lawsuit citing the brutal and inhumane conditions within the prison. Subsequently, a federal court ordered the closure of the facility by 1986, though construction delays with the new Mansfield Correctional Institute led to its closure being extended to 1990. In 1995, the Mansfield Reformatory Preservation Society, MRPS, was established with the mission of restoring the prison to its former grandeur. Today, the prison houses a museum and offers regular tours of the property, drawing visitors from far and wide. Its popularity as a filming location, particularly for movies like The Shawshank Redemption, has further cemented its place in cinematic history. However, as tours of the prison became more commonplace, rumors of hauntings began to circulate, with tales of former inmates and deceased guards haunting the halls for eternity. Reports of strange phenomena became so frequent that MRPS began offering regular ghost tours, attracting paranormal investigators from around the globe. Throughout Mansfield Prison, numerous hotspots are teeming with paranormal activity, each with its own eerie tales. The Infirmary. Throughout its grim history, the prison infirmary bore witness to the demise of countless inmates. Some met their end due to illness or disease, while others fell prey to injuries sustained during brutal torture sessions or violent altercations. Shockingly, reports indicate that medical neglect ran rampant within its walls, with patients often left to suffer without care for days on end. Many, too feeble to defend themselves, wasted away from hunger as theft of food went unchecked. Unsurprisingly, the infirmary remains a hive of paranormal activity, with frequent sightings of unexplained gusts of wind and eerie moans that seem to emanate from nowhere. The prison's basement harbors a particularly eerie presence. A 14-year-old boy allegedly beaten to death within its confines. His specter is said to linger in the shadows, alongside reports of a sinister guard whose unsettling aura hints at a malevolent presence. These unsettling encounters contribute to the basement's reputation as a haunt of Mansfield Prison. Nestled within the prison's basement, the hole served as the ultimate punishment for disobedient inmates. Its cramped cells, infested with vermin, deprived prisoners of light and contact with others, often driving them to madness. Tragically, many inmates confined here met their demise by their own hands. The eerie atmosphere of the hole invokes feelings of nausea, chills, and an overwhelming sense of being watched, accompanied by unsettling sounds of deranged babbling and disembodied moans. The administration wing holds its own share of spectral residents, notably Arthur Glatke, appointed superintendent in 1935. Despite his efforts to improve prison conditions, including combating overcrowding, tragedy struck in 1950 when his wife, Helen, accidentally triggered a gun, resulting in her untimely death. Arthur, grief-stricken, continued his tenure until his passing in 1959, reportedly from a heart attack in his office. Both Arthur and Helen are said to haunt the administration wing, though described as benevolent spirits. The chapel stands as one of the focal points for paranormal activity within Mansfield Prison, with reports suggesting it as a hub for haunting phenomena. Its grim history adds to the intrigue, as this area once served as the execution site for prisoners. Visitors often capture strange light anomalies in photographs and report unexplained noises resonating throughout the room. Spirits are frequently glimpsed lingering in doorways, only to vanish upon direct inspection. While rare, some visitors claim to have been physically touched by these spirits. Despite the prominence of these haunted locations, paranormal activity permeates throughout the prison and its grounds. Reports of movement in the graveyard and unsettling experiences in the West Attic further add to the eerie environment. Even before its closure, the cell block was renowned for its hauntings, with inmates recalling encounters with a ghostly lady who would tuck their blankets at night. Indeed, Mansfield Prison hosts a diverse array of spectral inhabitants, ranging from friendly to malevolent entities. Visitors are advised to remain vigilant while exploring every corner of the 250,000 square feet of this iconic prison, uncovering its Hollywood connections, chilling paranormal encounters, and the resilient spirits that linger within its walls. This has been Tyler. Thanks for joining me on this chilling exploration. Hit the like and subscribe button and turn on notifications to stay up to date with the latest videos. Bye for now.